All right, well, welcome to tonight's Healthy Living Revolution call. We love to be able to share some of our stories about the Healthy Living Revolution and really just give you guys some hope. You know, there's a lot of people out there today that, almost everybody I know doesn't eat enough fruits and vegetables. They have a hard time getting them in. And whether you're an athlete or maybe you're somebody who is fighting some kind of an illness, or you're a mom, or maybe you're somebody who just doesn't want to go down that path of what happened in your family history, this is a great solution for you. So tonight we've got some stories about our products, and actually one of our gals, Jackie, is going to explain a little bit more about our products as well and why we use them. And then we are also going to share with you a little bit more about what we do. And why would we do that? Well, if you're like me, you like to share something that's great with your friends. And so I know for me, when I first heard about Juice Plus and the Healthy Living Revolution and all of our programs, it made a lot of sense to me, and I just was going to share it anyway, whether I got paid for it or not. And it's just a great way to maybe be able to pay for your own Juice Plus, or it might end up becoming a replacement of your income so you can own your life. And we'll share a little bit more about that as well. But first up is my friend Jackie, and she's going to be sharing a little bit more about Juice Plus and telling us her story. Go ahead, Jackie.
Hi, everyone. So my name is Jackie, and I live in Portland, Oregon, and have been with Juice Plus Company for about 5 years now. And so just a little bit about my story. I learned about Juice Plus from a friend at a time when I was struggling with nutrition for triathlon training. I was always feeling sore and sick and tired, and I honestly just dreaded going to my training. I also had severe allergies. I was getting 2 allergy shots a week, plus on top of that taking allergy medicine and eye drops and on and on. And I also had severe digestive issues. I struggled with irritable bowel syndrome, and for anybody that struggles with digestive issues knows how troubling that can be. There were certain foods I couldn't eat. I hated going out to dinner because, I just couldn't make it home quick enough. So anyway, a friend introduced Juice Plus to me, and it just made sense because it was whole food. I knew that I was missing something, and so I decided to give it a try. So I quickly started to notice that I had more energy and that I was sleeping better. And I started to crave fruits and vegetables, which was really strange to me. I came home one night and said, I really want a spinach salad for dinner. And my now husband was like, who are you? That's crazy, which it was. So those were my immediate things that I noticed. And then fast forward a few months, my irritable bowel syndrome was completely gone, which for that reason alone, I will never stop taking Juice Plus because that really changed my life, that I can eat whatever I want, whenever I want now. I beat my best triathlon time that year by 45 minutes, changing absolutely nothing but my nutrition. So obviously I had a gap there. And since then, fast forward now 5 years, I am on 0 medications. I have not been sick in probably over 4 years. No more allergy shots or pills or any of that good stuff. So Juice Plus has truly changed my life. I signed up for the business at the time that I signed up for the product just because I wanted to get the best price possible. But because of all the amazing things that it's done for my health, I've now set on a mission to share it with as many people as I possibly can. So to talk a little bit about the products that we have. So we have our Juice Plus capsules, the Orchard, Vineyard, and Garden Blend capsules. And what these are is just meant really to bridge the gap between what we do eat and what we should eat. I love these because, and what made sense to me when I signed up is that they have a nutrition facts label. They're really just whole foods, so you can't overdose on them. You can actually read what the ingredients are and understand what they are, and so it just makes sense. So our capsules also come in a chewable version, and these are amazing. These are actually what I take because I don't like to swallow pills, and so they're great for maybe adults that don't swallow pills or for children. And our company has an amazing children's health study where the company will sponsor a child for free product ages 4 through college with the purchase of an adult product. So that's an amazing thing that our company does. So we also have some complete protein, which is where we get our macronutrition. Our protein powder is, I know there's a lot out there on the market, and I think there's a couple things that set ours apart from the rest. And one, it also has that nutrition label again, so whole foods, and it has really good quality ingredients. Again, you can read and understand what's on the label. In addition, these things are really delicious. I have a shake every day, and it tastes like chocolate milk. And you can use them as a snack or a meal replacement or pre or post workout, and they come in single serve, so you can throw them in your gym bag or take them on the airplane, which is fantastic. We also have a complete nutrition bar. So we have the cherry and chocolate, which are also great for on the go. And then we have a tower garden, which is a way for you to grow your own fruits and vegetables at home. And then finally, our latest and greatest is our Omega Blend plant-based capsule that's due to launch this fall. And so look for details coming out on that soon. So one thing that I really love about this company is that we have an awesome Shred 10 program that we have been really having a lot of success with lately. It's really a lifestyle kickstart program to help create better habits using our shakes and capsules. This is not a diet. It's rather meant to get a whole lot of food into your body and flood the toxins out. It's great because you get a private support group, a recipe guide, and all of that good stuff. So really, we're focused on a healthy living revolution, and if the Shred 10 is not quite your thing yet, really it's all about just focusing on one simple change at a time, and we have a lot of great resources, some doctors doing calls, guides, all kinds of stuff. So lots of options for getting in the door. And so I'm going to wrap up and introduce my friend Lacie to take it on from here.
Can everybody hear me? Thank you, Jackie. That was awesome. I always love to hear your story. So now my name is Lacie, and I am a child care provider and a preschool teacher in Montana. And my Juice Plus story starts almost 8 years ago when a friend of mine introduced Juice Plus to me, and it made sense to me immediately. I knew that our family wasn't getting enough fruits and vegetables, and I knew that my kids could use an immune system boost. That time they were 7 and 3, and like a lot of moms of young kiddos, we were spending way too much time at the doctor's office. And our story was always the same old thing: sinus infection, ear infection, rounds of antibiotics, over and over again. So I ordered Juice Plus for all 4 of us and signed my kiddos up to participate in the Children's Health Study. And our first year on Juice Plus was amazing. My kids' sick visits to the doctor decreased dramatically. My husband was thrilled because the tendonitis in his knee was feeling better. And I was so excited to be having less colds. And the colds that I did have were milder. They didn't last as long. And as a child care provider and a preschool teacher, this is huge. I work with lots of kiddos with sticky ickies every single day, and those germs can get pretty nasty. So I was super excited to just be feeling healthier. My kids are now 16 and 13, and I don't remember the last time that I had to take them to the doctor for a sick visit. And, you know, as a mom of 2 teenage kiddos, we are super busy. We're on the go all the time. And as most moms know, eating healthy when you're on the go is super hard. So I am so thankful that we have Juice Plus just helping us out and laying the foundation of good nutrition in our bodies every single day. So thanks for letting me share, guys. I'm going to turn it over to Nikki.
Thank you, Lacie. So yeah, I'm Nikki. I'm actually also a teacher. I'm an elementary school teacher. And I really love teaching and working with children. And there's also a lot to my job, you know, that I don't love, that isn't really teaching. And there's a lot to my job that isn't reflected in what a teacher does, and I'm sure many teachers can say that. Now, to back up, my Juice Plus story starts about 1.5 years ago. I was introduced to Juice Plus and the Shred And when I heard that it was just fruits and vegetables, I couldn't help but say yes right away. And then a couple of months into it, I noticed a few things happening. First of all, I wasn't getting sick at school anymore as often as the other teachers and the students were. In fact, the last school year, I was the only teacher that didn't have to take a sick day, which was a huge deal. Um, as well, along with that, I also am an avid dentist goer, and I go every 6 months to the dentist, and yet every time I go, my gums bleed. And the past 2 visits that I've had no bleeding. And so my dental hygienist has just been through the roof, and so happy to hear about, my lifestyle changes with Juice Plus and the Shred and how it's been affecting my gum health. So that has been amazing. So those in itself really made budgeting for these products totally worth it for me, though I was still struggling with money on a teacher salary and looking into the little extra time I had to do maybe some tutoring. But then I was introduced to this business, and I realized that the people who were coming to me and asking me, hey, what are you doing differently? How are you staying healthy at school? How are you not going home sick? Why are you going on vacations instead of taking sick days? I realized I can join this business and I can supplement my teacher income. So because of that, I did, and I said yes, and it was the best decision I could have made. Not only have I met so many inspiring people, but I found another way to make a difference, and in a way, it's sometimes even more rewarding than teaching because I'm helping people and families get their health back. And so actually this extra income is allowing me to take the opportunity to go down to part-time teaching next year so that I can really be present to work with my customers and support my team, as well as have some more freedom to follow my passions. So that is really exciting. So thank you guys for letting me share my story. I'm going to pass it on to Lisa now.
Can you hear me? Yay, I'm Lisa Ebeling. Thanks, Nikki. That was really inspiring. And my Juice Plus journey started 15 years ago when my sister-in-law introduced it to me. I was pregnant with my first child, and I was really trying hard to eat really well because it wasn't just about me anymore. And I still wasn't getting enough fresh in my body every single day. So when she told me about this, it made perfect sense. I got it right away. And I thought it would be a brilliant addition to what I was already trying to do because there was no way I was going to get 30 different fine, ripe, and raw, fresh, different colors of the rainbow produce in my body day in and day out. So I was pretty excited about that, got on it right away. And coincidentally, I was at a crossroads in my career at the same time. The more my pregnancy progressed, the more I realized I did not want to go back to the corporate world when this little baby was born. And so unbeknownst to me, as I was pretty excited about Juice Plus, I started sharing it with people just naturally, organically, with people that I love, my friends and my family, other pregnant mommies I was running into, and didn't even realize I was kind of doing the business already before I even signed up. So when I started actually looking at the opportunity, I started thinking, well, is it one of those kind of things? Can you see my little pyramid here? And the more I did my research, the more I realized my corporation was one of these kind of things. So let me give you an example. So for my career, it depends where you entered this little pyramid on your background, what experience you have, what other companies you may have come from, what your education level was. And I wasn't, I have my master's degree, and so I was doing pretty well, but not as well as maybe somebody with a PhD in my field of corporate training. So what I ended up doing was trading more and more and more hours for the same amount of dollars and being gone on an airplane more often than not. So I was very tired of doing that, did not want to do that, didn't want to be that kind of a mom. That's not the kind of mom I wanted to be. I wanted to be there for my children and not have to compete and put in more hours to just try to eke my way up to the top. And as a matter of fact, how many positions are up here? Does anybody know? One. She's got her finger. One. Yeah, that's the CEO. And, that person has to either move on to another opportunity or retire or die. And then how many positions are left? One. So it's really hard to get to the top here as compared to our Juice Plus opportunity with my fancy little board here. Can you see this? This is more what our opportunity looks like. And that is because we all can enter at the same level, no matter what our experience or expertise or background or education level is, for $50 annual fee. Everybody starts off at the same place and they all have the same opportunity at the same time, depending on what they want to do. And as a matter of fact, they can all, there's room at the top for everybody. And what I liked is I wasn't competing against anybody for these positions. As a matter of fact, you actually can't get to these top levels unless you're helping somebody else. So if you get what you want, if you help somebody get what they want. I thought that was pretty cool. And also, there are different levels in our company, and once you get to these levels, they're permanent. You never have to, in other words, you never have to requalify for those positions. So, and when you get to the level, the top level of the marketing plan, sorry, that's National Marketing Director. And really there's a box here because you can just keep going, but that is the top level of our company. And when you get there, they have a benefits program that rivaled my corporate plan and then some. It not only has health and dental and vision and prescription and disability, there is a tuition reimbursement program for a stipend for college tuition for anybody in your family. And that's pretty appealing to me with a 15 and 11-year-old. And I'm getting closer to needing that. So that was very appealing to me. The other thing when I was looking at this opportunity, I realized that I didn't want to trade hours for dollars anymore. And I wanted to be able to design my own life and be there for my kids and be the one that picks up the kids and is home for them when they get home and is the field trip mom. And I get to do my business. I get to design my business around my life and my kids' life. And I can't think of anything cooler than that. And then my kiddos get to see me helping people get healthier and wealthier. And my plan B turned into my plan A 15 years later. So I think that's a pretty good deal. So now I'm going to turn it over to Miss Mindy.
Hi, everybody. Can you hear me? Great. So I get to share my Juice Plus story with you, and I'm very excited about it because I haven't really shared it a whole lot before. So this is going to be really fun for me. I actually heard about Juice Plus for the first time about 7 years ago. And I heard about it from a woman in a business network marketing group that I was in. And she would stand up and she would talk all the time about how fruits and vegetables come in a capsule. And she would talk about how there's these 20 different fruits and vegetables that come in a capsule or a gummy. And I would sit there and listen to her and listen to her. And then finally it clicked for me. And I realized that what she was actually telling me is that you can get fruits and vegetables in a gummy or a capsule. So I'm a chiropractor, and as a chiropractor, I get approached by all sorts of different people in different supplements and nutritional companies. And I always think that they're going to try to sell me something. And when this person was first talking about the Juice Plus, I first thought that it was just going to be another supplement company. So I sort of turned an ear until, like I said, she kept on talking about it. And then finally, it clicked for me. So I decided to take it. I said, okay, fruits and vegetables in a capsule or gummy, that's pretty genius, actually, especially because that's all that's in there. So I started taking it. I just took the green and the red capsule at the time. And lo and behold, a while later, I got to my goal weight for the very first time in my life. So fast forward just a little bit, I moved out of state. I stopped taking the capsules because I felt at the time that I couldn't afford it. I didn't know much about the business as I do now. So then a couple of years later, my mom calls me out of the blue and she says, I just started taking this product because I needed to work on my cholesterol. She started taking it because her friends took it. Their cholesterol dropped like 20 points, something crazy. So my mom starts taking it and her cholesterol drops. And she says, you have to sell this because I'm going to always stay on this and I want you to have some benefit of it. So I said, okay, Mom, I'll start selling the product. So I went and I looked at everything. I researched it again and I looked at all of the ingredients in the product. And it really was clear to me again how clean this product is. It's just fruits and vegetables in a gummy or a capsule. And the protein is the cleanest protein I have ever found on the market. And still to this day, people come up to me and ask me to try their protein drinks and things like that. And I'll take a look, but nothing that I have found compares to this. So at the time when I signed up to become a distributor, just so my mom could get her products and I could have a little benefit of it, I also was 6 months pregnant. So again, I did some research and found out that not only is Juice Plus okay and safe to have during pregnancy, but it's also beneficial. There's studies on this, which is cool because not a lot of different nutritional and supplement companies do any sort of research on the products. They could just put anything they want into their bottle and call it a nutrition product. But our company's different. It has integrity with everything that's in there. And that's one of the things that I love about it. So I went through my pregnancy, had a very healthy pregnancy. And afterwards, what I loved about having Juice Plus around is that sometimes during the middle of the night when I was nursing, it's 3 a.m., I'm starving, but I'm too tired to actually eat something. I just eat some gummies or have a shake and I'm good. So I loved that. I was so grateful to have that around. Later on, I realized that I dropped my pregnancy weight really quickly and got back to that goal weight I had talked about before. I got there again so quickly that it was unbelievable. And I attribute it all to having the Juice Plus on my side. When I was 9 months postpartum, I competed in my first triathlon as a new mom. And although it wasn't my fastest triathlon ever, just taking these products and doing a Shred 10 leading up to the triathlon was the best feeling race of my life. It was the first time I completed it feeling really energized and not sore, which was kind of amazing. So now as a pediatric chiropractor, I feel really confident in being able to recommend this product to my kiddos that come in because I know there's so many of us that don't get enough fruits and vegetables in our diet, and this is a really good way to bridge the gap. And it's completely safe and it's beneficial for everyone from little ones to the big ones. And with my daughter, now I know on the days where she doesn't want to eat very much or she's sick, which is very rare because she's such a healthy kiddo, I know that she'll eat at least her Juice Plus gummies and she will have her shake. She loves her shake. And I know she'll get the nutrition that she needs. So we are never going to stop taking this product. And the other thing too is I'm so grateful to have this around when I need it. Also, just being very early on in the business, I'm so grateful to be getting a little bit of income from the business because it always seems to come at exactly the right time to also fill in the gaps of what I need financially. And I am so grateful for that. All right, that being said, I'm going to pass it on to the next person.
Adam, you're up.
Yep, I was muted.
There you go.
Thanks. When I was first introduced to Juice Plus, I was looking for another form of income, and somebody presented me with the idea of recurring revenue, and it interested me. So I got on the capsules, and I noticed a huge difference right away. My sinus issues cleared up. I started eating healthier all the time, and my eating from my whole family completely changed, completely transformed, and I couldn't be happier for that. And about that same time, I was inspired to be a personal trainer. Somebody saw my passion for fitness. I was going to the gym a lot, working out at home a lot. And so I assumed the position of a personal trainer, and I'm really glad for that too. At the time, I was taking a bunch of whey proteins, all kinds of whey proteins from ordinary blends to mass gainers. And I was just trying to find the right protein that worked well for me. So since I was already on the products and I knew that we had the complete, I got on it and I noticed it made a huge difference. I mean, there was a complete difference between all the bloatedness and back and forth between the bathroom that I did with the whey versus the complete change. I'm so grateful for that as well. and I would never go back to Way. Never. I purchased the tower garden shortly after that, and I'm so glad that I got the tower garden because at the time I was getting $350 a check from the state every month, and I thought that money should go to another family that actually needed it. So I was able to get rid of that check, and it saved me a lot of money on produce every month just by having the tower garden in my home. And I'm so glad to be part of this company because the mission is just awesome. To be able to inspire healthy living around the world, that really means a lot to me because my business is about that, not with just Plus, but with my fitness as well. And it's just something that I'm truly passionate about, and I'm so glad that I get to share that with other people. So next up is Reagan showing you how stories spread around the planet.
So hey, Adam, will you do me a favor and can you just show us your tower garden? Because I see it sitting right there in your office, which is great because you can grow inside or outside. And maybe give us a little up and down on that, if you can. Yeah, it's beautiful. Gosh, you got lots growing. It's awesome.
I do.
Fantastic. Well, like I said, I'm Reagan Dean. I'm a national marketing director with Juice Plus. I've been with Juice Plus for 14 and a half years. I can't even believe it. When my kids were 6 and 9, I was introduced to Juice Plus, and I was the most skeptical person on the planet. Nobody's ever been more skeptical than I was. But when I found out that there was actually research and that it was just food, not a vitamin, it made sense to me. And immediately we saw results in our kids' health, and my husband's allergies got better. My kids were one of those kids that was at the doctor's all the time for some kind of cold or flu. And they went, after getting on Juice Plus, I think maybe once or twice until we, got them into college. And both of my kids still take Juice Plus and they'll drive home for it. So I, was worried about it being one of those things. And I had done some other direct sales companies. So I signed up right away just to be able to share it with other people for the $50 that Lisa talked about. And what I knew is that if I liked it, I was going to share it anyway. So I might as well benefit from it. Well, I wanted my friends to have the same results that we had in our family, which was amazing. When my kids started eating raw fruits and vegetables, it was crazy. So I shared it with, I'm going to see if you guys can see this. I shared it with a couple of friends. So I shared it with my friend Patty and my friend Ellen and my friend Leslie and Joan and Terry and Laura and a whole bunch of other people, Laura and Sue, because I loved them. I wanted them to have the same benefits for their kids that I was seeing it with my kids. And like I said, I would have done that for free. So, I was happy that they were going to get that benefit. Well, what happened then is that they then shared it with some of their friends who shared it with some of their friends. And now I could literally fill up, probably about 50 pages of this now of all the people that have shared and the people that have been affected, because I decided to be a good resource for something that I was going to share anyway with people that I loved and wanted to care, wanted them to be healthy. I cared about them. So a lot of people will say, gosh, I don't know very many people. I don't want to be a salesperson. Well, guess what? Nobody wants to be a salesperson. I didn't want to be a salesperson. I was actually afraid about, if I went to the pool, they'd say, here comes the Juice Plus lady. Well, that never happened. They were all happy to see me because they were saving money at the doctor. And they're like, oh my gosh, you need to talk to my friend. And so we'd get another person who now had been inspired for better health, and they were loving it. So everybody knows 5 people, okay? You don't have to know the world. Just maybe love on your friends and family and give them the opportunity to get the information. That's what we do, is we share the information. Well, fast forward a couple of years after that, for somebody who wasn't really interested in ever wanting to do anything, I had generated those benefits that Lisa talked about, and I had created a high corporate income, a 6-figure income. And I was staying at home with my kids, being a mom, but I was making an impact on the world. And so that was really, really fun. So, everybody knows 5 people, be a resource. And here's the other thing. I always love to say, if you will bless other people, you'll be blessed. And that certainly has happened. And we've inspired such an amazing community. And then just to wrap it up, you guys, you heard all these different things. And I'm just going to read them to you. We heard people being affected better for triathlon, IBS, their kids are healthier. Their preschool kids are healthier. Their husbands are healthier. People are getting to healthy weights, not getting as many colds, that peace of mind knowing your kid, your teens that want to eat everything bad or at least getting something good in their body. My kids actually never ate anything bad after I got them on Juice Plus too much because they didn't like it because we changed their taste buds and their metabolic programming. We have teachers who were able to teach and not be sick. How about dental health? How many of you guys have bleeding gums before? I know I was one of those. We're affecting families. We're giving people freedom to be able to spend some time doing what they want to do versus building somebody else's dreams. People now have some passion to do something. We have healthy pregnancies. We're giving people hope, like Adam, who now has hope that he can go out and make a difference and totally change he and his family's life. We have medical professionals all over the world who are sharing Juice Plus. Why? Because it works and because there's research. Their patients are being affected. So this is going on and on and on throughout these communities. People's cholesterol is better. People are being affected by the research, which we have almost 40 studies now and will always be the most medically researched nutritional product in the world. And how about fitness trainers? I mean, whether you're an elite athlete, we have Olympians who use Juice Plus, to people that just want to, look better, or a gym rat, or personal fitness trainer. So, and I could go on and on for the people that are being affected because somebody decided to share some information and be a resource and not a salesperson. So, again, at the beginning of the call, I shared with you that we were going to share a little bit about some things that happened, for people taking Juice Plus, but also share why do we share what we do? Well, because you have the opportunity to do that too. So at a minimum, I really encourage you to get on Juice Plus for your family if you're not already, for yourself. Experience the benefits. We know what happens in the body for people that eat Juice Plus based on gold standard medical research. It's not a secret. And, and then I would say for $50, get a license to share. Share with your mom, share with your sister, share with some people you love. And you never know, you might end up affecting people all over the world too. So I wish you the best of health. And I want to thank you guys for all joining us tonight. Thank you to all of our amazing speakers. And, if you could have better health, would you? Give it a try. So thanks for joining us. Good night.